All right, guys. Wanted to talk to you about Jasmy and ASM. Let's do a little update um, on what these coins are doing and what I'm thinking, how I'm looking at things right now. Okay, so like I discussed in my previous videos, we had a fantastic run. Okay, fantastic. Now remember, at one point, Jasmy was at call it 1.5 cents. Okay, for this last run, Jasmine was 1.5 cents, and we went from 1.5 cents to 32 cents. All right, so I mean that alone, and this happened in the month of October. Okay, so a 15x run in 1 month. Okay, 15x run in 1 month. That's a huge run up. So there's no doubt that you know there's a bit of a cool off that's happening, right? On the daily, we've gone out of the Bollinger Bands, right? Whenever we get a little ways out of there, we gotta come back in, which is exactly what happened from 32 cents down here. Now here is the line that I set earlier when I talked about a resistance between 25 to 27 cents. And as you can see, that really played out. We stuck our heads above here a little bit, but we ended up coming back down. So to be honest, I mean, this is a huge run up in just 1 month. So we got to watch now and see what Jasmine is going to do. Either one, we come back down here to where we broke out, somewhere between the 14 cent to 10 cent level, right? Because this 10 cents was a significant resistance before. As you can see here, we got a serious rejection where we plummeted 90% from here. We came up again, got rejected, then we got over, held support, and that was the catalyst for us to get to just go screaming up. Now, so like I said, from here now, again, look at, once again, let's watch our behavior. Every time we get out of those Bollinger Bands like that, we come back down. And when we can, in terms of an uptrend, when we can get a little bit of support here on this median for the Bollinger Bands, right? It's always good to come in and check in on that median level for the Bollinger Bands, which right now is down at 12 cents. It's going to be making its way up, right, as the days go by. But I think that when we probably touch this and start to make contact with this again, that's going to be a good sign, especially if we're kind of holding some support on it for a bit. At least come down and touch it. A good sign for us to continue moving up. But most important things that we're looking for right now is holding, like I said, somewhere definitely above 10 cents, somewhere between that 10 to 14 cent range. We can hold up and stay above, hold this area as support. Then that's a good indicator for us to know that, okay, Jasmine's still got tons left in the tank in the immediate short term. Okay, so like I said, I mean, long term, this is a good buy regardless. We're looking at Jasmine's previous, on over here on Bittrex. Jasmine traded at $3 at one point, so you best believe it'll get back there, right? It will go back there. So if you're buying and holding, long-term investor, and you got your target set way up there, it doesn't matter what the price is doing right now. You treat every dip as a buying opportunity. If it dips, you buy some more. It dips more, you buy some more. Um, if you're a trader, which means that you're in it for a shorter period of time, and you are a swing trader, you want to catch the swings, you want to jump in when it's starting to run, then these are the things that you're looking out for. Um, yeah, so we're watching this carefully. That's on the daily. On the 4 hour, as you can see, like I said, guys, we were at 93. Anytime you're that high on the 4SI, if you're a swing trader, etc., you can sell right there. You can sell because it has to cool down. It just has to cool down. Doesn't mean that it's going to plummet all the way back to where it started from, but it definitely has to go down at least 20-30%. And as you can see from right here, right, where did we go? We came down 40%. 40% from that level when we were at 90, right? 92 on the RSI. So just by selling, you could sell and buy back and have 40% more Jasmy for the same price. If you're not an experienced swing trader, then I got to tell you, be careful with that, right? Because I don't want you feeling bad if you get too emotional, you sell, and then when it gets down here, then you start thinking, should I get back in now? You know what? If you can even get 10% or 20% more, then you buy back in if you're a long-term holder, if you're trying something like that, right? Because sometimes you can tend to, when it starts to go down, then greed works in the opposite direction as well. Then greed will say, hey, you know what? We can buy some more if you just let it drop some more. And then next thing you know, it doesn't drop more. And then it starts back up. So just be aware of that, okay? So that's what we're looking at for Jasmine right now. Those are those major levels. Now you can see we formed a new resistance level, right? Which is 27 cents. Now I said between 25 and 27 cents right there. I'll move it a little bit higher because this is where these candle bodies close. We might have wicked above, but that's not the most important thing. It's where the candle bodies close. So once we get, whenever we come up again and we get above 27 cents and we hold that as support, we have a candle body close above it and probably at least one or two candles more that stay above it. That's going to be a very good sign, I think, for us to make our way up to 50, somewhere between 50 to 60 cents, somewhere in that range. We probably head up towards this 0.23 level on the Fibonacci, right? On the daily, we see that we had a strong cross down for the stochastic RSI. A lot of times that kind of acts as, kind of tells you ahead of time what's going to happen. So we could see some further downside if this is on the daily. But we're, like I said, we're watching out for that. I already told you the important levels to watch out for in terms of if we come back down further. Keep an eye on this median line for the Bollinger Bands. Okay, and that's what we're looking for in terms of Jasmy. Now let us go to ASM. Let's check in and see how it's doing. Right now, so far ASM is only listed on Coin. So far, it's only listed on Coinbase. Is it though? Let me see. ASM. Let's check out what markets ASM is on. Oh, well, I mean, I guess. Oh, it's on Gate as well. Okay. But so far, for some reason, I'm only getting the chart for Coinbase. It's on several different exchanges here. All right, bithumgate.io. Okay. Okay. So that's good because I'm thinking, man, if it's only on one exchange, it needs to get in a few more places. So that's good, right? That's good. Got some decent trading volume coming up right now. So for ASM, let's go back to this. Right. So with ASM now, it's a very good thing if we can hold above this level. Let me show you where it is. So here, notice these candle bodies, even though we wicked through it, the candle bodies closed above 14 cents for ASM. So that's important. That's an important level for us to watch. But especially, worst case scenario, between that 12-cent area. If we break below that 12-cent area and come back up and confirm resistance on that 12-cent area, then we could go back down to 6 or 7 cents. Just putting it out there. I'm not saying that it will. Just from technical analysis, I'm telling you, look out for that if this happens. Because once again, if you are an ASM holder, long termer in the project, all that means is that is a great buying opportunity that comes for you. That's all that means, right? For swing traders, that is where you might, you're going to want to consider, do I want to still hold this? Do I want to sell it, buy back down lower? Or this is where I just, cut my losses in the meantime as a short-term trader. Long-term traders, please understand the difference. Your long-term traders or investors, hey, if that happens, then it's a buying opportunity. However, that's the range you look for. This is what the charts are showing us in terms of holding support. So right here, so far, it's good that this is holding support above this area. That's showing some strength, right? We see a lot of selling pressure up in this 22 to 25 cent area. There's a lot of selling pressure there. That's what you see from those wicks, right? We've been trying to push. But right now, so far, it's showing some strength so far. Let's get out a few trend lines as well. So if I draw from the bottom here, we see that it's been holding this trend line. Now, so okay. So we could be looking at sort of let me see what we're looking at here. We could sort of be looking at a type of bull pennant if we were going by the wicks like that, right? You could be looking at something like that. And if we broke out of this particular pattern, if we broke to the upside, right, then the measured move of this breakout, this is for especially for swing traders or short-term traders. If we break out of this, either way, we're running out of room on this move. It has to make a decision one way or the other which direction it's going to go. We break to the upside. The technical target is, of course, at the top. Is at the top of this. Let me also, in terms of some potentials here, let me do this. How about we do a Fibonacci continuation, trend-based extension, right? So if we're following a trend and we're saying, okay, we came from here, we went as high as this, came all the way back down here, then for further continuation, because right now this is price discovery, right? I mean, there's no other chart, at least for right now, that I can see here with this. So this is still price discovery, which is a good thing. I mean, price discovery means currently there's no ceiling. There is a temporary ceiling, which is in this range, like I said, the 22 to 25 cent area, because that's so far what the chart has shown us. But in terms of moving higher, there's two ways we can look at what we're seeing right now, right? Is we either look at this as a kind of bull pennant, which normally is a continuation pattern to the upside, or some people might even say, well, are we forming, if we're just looking at the candle bodies, are we forming like an ascending triangle, which is also a bullish pattern? So if I drew from the bottom of this candle body to like this, if we have an ascending triangle, again, that is a good sign. That is a bullish pattern that normally breaks to the upside. It normally does. And again, if that breaks to the upside, the immediate target from the break is, pretty much back up here to these areas of support and resistance, right? But now the key is we're watching where these wicked areas are. So it would be for us to get above this. If we go up and we come down and we confirm support above this 18 cent level, 17 to 18 cents, if we confirm support, then we're going to have some more upside, right? Now let's see on the Fibonacci trend-based extension. Based on that, then we can be looking at, right, there's 30 cents. This is reaching the one level, but we look at the 618. The 1.618 is 41 cents. 2.618 is 58 cents. So these might all be like major, and not 3618, 76 cents. If it chooses to really run now, these are some possible things you could be looking at, in the coming weeks, or coming months. So, so far ASM is showing some good strength, but these are some important levels that I am looking for right now, on ASM, right? So just watch out for that and understand how to handle that. Like I said, your long-term holder, you treat the dips as a buying opportunity. That's how it is. You dollar cost average in, because when you buy the dips, when it does eventually go back up, you eradicate all of your losses. Like you pick it back up and go way beyond, to be honest. So, all right, guys. So that is my analysis on ASM and Jasmine. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you like the content, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a positive comment, and I'll see you guys on the next video. If there's another coin that you want me to check out, please leave it in the comment section. More than happy to take a look at any coin there is. I'll give you my honest opinion of it. Okay. All right, folks, take care until next time. See ya.